I need a whole vacation. Oh, wait, let me just call the girls. Hey.
Hello? Yeah?
What you doing?
Nothing. Working?
Come over. Let's hang.
Hey, welcome back to the WYD Talk Show. I'm your host, Tammy. I hope you enjoyed the last episode because I know I did. I did get a lot of people say they liked it. Can't believe we're 4 episodes in. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Anyway, with me today, I have an amazing guest and I'll just have her introduce herself real quick.
My name is Aderimike. Most people call me Rimi. I'm the Wealth Savvy Genz and also the Finance Fairy.
Love it. With Rimi here, you already know what we're about to talk about. We're about to talk about some money, but then we're talking about it from a different lens. We're going to be exploring how, as young people or just younger people, there's an expectation of us to like save money to an extent and just be like financially stable. But in the reality, it's almost impossible for many people. And then there is also the part where we're still expected to live our lives. We're still expected to go about our day. But then how do we do that while still trying to save money? So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Before we get into this, let's just find out what Rimi is wearing. Rimi, what are you wearing?
The skirt is Zara.
Okay.
The top is thrifted. The shoes are H&M. And I love a gold stack. This is thrifted. I don't know where from. And this is different places.
Yeah. I feel like you're such a gold girly.
Yes, I am.
What was your week? Can you give us like one high, one low, and just something that had you going, okay?
The week was interesting. I don't know whether I had a high. Okay, I had some good news from my brother. And also, he got me a digital camera.
Ooh, that's a high.
Yes, so I was so excited for that. A low was that my friend was sick, so that was a little bit low, but low. And I also just got back in like on Sunday night, and I was super tired. So, but yeah, my week has been okay.
Yeah.
In the middle.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think for me too, what was a high for my week? Honestly, a high. I don't even know. I feel like the week went by so fast, but then it was like so busy. Like, I'm not joking. Every day this week I worked. So I guess a high would be that I was able to do a lot of the things I wanted to do starting at the beginning of the week. That's a high. A low is that I'm tired and I'm exhausted. Like, get me out of here. And something that just had me going, okay, was I didn't go to the gym. And I was just like, you know what? Okay.
Girl, I haven't gone to the gym in the past 4 months or 5 months.
You
and
know
I've paid
what?
for the gym every single month.
I mean, we're going to talk about that. That just helps us like go into our topic for today, just exploring spending habits, understanding money saving tips, not necessarily money saving tips, but just money saving habits and just things that we all do. This episode is intended to be very relatable, to help us understand that we're all having the same experiences, at least a lot of us having the same experiences with money and just with how we explore building community while still trying to be more financially stable. So Rimi, I'm going to be asking some questions and just trying to understand where you stand with a lot of these questions. Rimi, what does thriving mean to you? What does it take for you to see someone and then you say to yourself, they are thriving?
So I say thriving really is living the life that you want to live, not living another person's life.
Oh, I like that.
Because I find that like with social media now, like you see someone's life and you're like, oh, I want that. But that's not what you really want. So if you're actually living the life you want to live, if you enjoy traveling, you're traveling a lot. Or if you enjoy like decorating your house, you're constantly doing stuff to bring happiness to you. So thriving, that's what it is for me.
That's interesting. I know I actually didn't plan to ask this question, but it just came to my mind. When people say things like, oh, you want to live the life that you want to live, sometimes we don't know what we want to live yet. We don't know, like, I don't think that you always know the type of person you are, like, entirely. What do you do in between then? Like, speaking to you now, like, when you're at a point where you're not really sure of, like, the type of person you want to be, or just, you're not really certain on, like, oh, am I someone that, like, enjoys doing this type of thing? Where are you at with that gap?
So I said try new things, always try things, like explore things and then find what you like. And this can come into like even like when it comes to jobs, like do so many different internships. So you can say, oh, I like working here. Oh, I don't like working here. I know for me, when I started solo traveling, I feel like I did a lot for my first solo travel, but I knew for me was like, if I hate this, I'm never doing this
Yeah.
again. But like I was like, let's do all out, let's go. And I loved it. And
So
like,
there's the part of exploration. You
Yeah.
don't always like know what you want to do 100%, but you need to like try out things.
Yeah.
I think that's where I'm at. I'm always happy to try out something new. I'm just happy to like, try out like a new style of something. And if I don't like it, sorry, then I just wouldn't do it again.
Yeah.
But just going out of that, sorry, we digressed a little bit. Outside of the bank, Remy, where does wealth live for you? So outside of just like currency and money, what makes you feel rich?
I like that question. Outside of money is important, sha. But outside of money, I'll say like family, loved ones, like having people around me that care about me, doing things I enjoy.
Yeah.
Like some of it, you need money to do them, but like just like being able to do things I enjoy, being able to like take a break, like play with people. And I think really just like having loved ones, like my parents, my friends, like important to me. My community.
I like that you're speaking on community because that's kind of where like I want the conversation tailored to. We're going to understand. I'm seeking to even understand how people view building community, the importance of that, compared to like how like you carry wanting to save money and just be so financially stable that sometimes people are letting go of other things. Let's talk about something I like to refer to as joyless saving. Many times,
That's an interesting first girl.
because I find that like many times, like people speak a lot on, you need to save money while you're young, and you need to do this, you need to buy a house, you need to plan. But then, like, how are you doing that while still living a very like fulfilled life, a very happy life, one that you're able to give love to people and experience love in return? Because I find that what people don't say is that you kind of need to be a little loose on the stiffness of like, I need to save all my money. But I just want to understand what like that means to you, and like how would you like say that someone can build financial stability while still exploring like communities and even their own hobbies as well?
Yeah. So I say it's a balance. Now, I think when people hear save, it's not saying like you have to save like 5,000. Like you don't have to save a whole lot of money. Like depending on how much it is that you have to save, you can then split it according to things that matter to you.
Yeah.
Now you can say, 10% is going to go into my savings. Like other things, I want to travel or I want to try a new hobby today. I want to start pottery making, like, and then put money towards that. Or I want to always give to my family. So I think there has to be that balance. Yes, you definitely want to prioritize it, especially when you're younger, because it's nice when it comes to investing.
Yeah.
But then the reality is that you get more money when you get older. So you actually have more money then to actually save. So just having a good balance and just do your, however amount makes sense for this saving, however makes sense for this hobby, however makes sense for my community stuff. And then keep it going. Like, don't be too strict with it. Because that's one mistake a lot of people are making. I
like that, because that actually leads me into my next question. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I feel scared to spend money. I feel like I need to... Just like you. No, but like I actually do. Sometimes I feel like I need like permission from people. Even like if I want to buy something, say if I want to buy a shoe, like I'm sending a picture to my friend. I'm like, should I buy this? And if she says no, I'm like, but like it's cute and it's this. So I'm always trying to like seek validation for like purchases. And I don't think that's okay. I don't think that's normal. But where do you think that comes from? Like the fear of spending, the anxiety behind it, where do you think it comes from? And how can someone work around it?
Okay, fair. That's a good question. I don't want to psychoanalyze you right now, but are you sure the asking is for the financial reason versus just like to be sure that you actually like this thing that you want to buy?
I think it's 45, because if I want to buy, I feel like just to be able to do if I like something, I'm mostly confident in my decisions for like the things I like.
Okay, fair. Because I find that I think that people the reason why I'm asking is that there's two things to it. There's the financial, like, oh my god, I'm scared to spend money on this, so I need someone to back me up and say yes, you can buy it. But there's also the thing of where like I want to be sure, do I like this thing? Let me confirm that it's worth it. So that's, first of all, identify if it actually is that. Before you say that, I'm scared to spend on this. Then the other thing with being scared to spend is like it also comes from like the scarcity mindset. A little bit. And it has to do with like your experiences, maybe when you were growing up, where you hear people say like, we cannot afford this, or we don't have money for this, or you cannot buy it. Sorry, there's no money. So that's something I found that people struggle with a lot because they're used to that mental thing of, oh, there's no money for this, there's no money for this. So they're like, okay, now I have money, but how do I use this well? And in that case, you have to be deliberate about like, because you also don't want to then be buying things that you don't need.
Yeah.
So you have to be deliberate about saying, okay, I actually like this thing, I need it, and I'll buy it. And then also maybe also like if you want to do stuff for once, have like a percentage that makes sense. Like, okay, this is how much I have.
I'm not spending more than this.
I'm not spending more than this, but I will be okay with spending this percentage on my wants.
Yeah.
And
Sometimes when I'm like shopping, I'm like, if this is like $30, I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah.
And then it's $29.99. Like, yay! You know what? I find that maybe we can talk a little bit more. I know we already touched on it, but maybe we can explore a little bit on what is more of a problem. Is it like spending too much, like not knowing how to spend in terms of like spending too much, or not knowing how to spend in terms of spending too little?
I wouldn't say that. Okay, if you want to say what is more of a problem, maybe spending too much. But I also think they both stand on equal ground. Because there are some people that they're really, really like stingy to themselves.
Yeah.
Like they have a lot of money, but you're not seeing the money in their lives. That's a bad. That's a bad.
She said, "Where's your money? Can you wear your money?"
No, for real. Like he's like, Ariana, you have money, but I can't see this in your lifestyle. So it's like there needs to be balance. Where it's like, okay, you really have the money, and we're seeing it. Like the other day, Jackie was saying something like in an interview, and she was like that, guys, I have money, I'm not broke. And so you're going to see that I have money. And that's the fact. Like,
100%.
You have to be able to be comfortable to say, okay, yes, I got to this level with the money I have. Now let me wear it somewhat. Yeah. So I won't say there's anyone that's worse off, but then you have to try and find your way to the middle. Yeah. And even if you're finding that you're struggling with spending little, then you have to be deliberate about like putting
where you want to spend your money.
and putting actions that will make you be like, okay, I'm going to spend on this. I don't know if that makes sense. Or even having people that will keep you accountable too. And then also, especially if you're spending more, you definitely need the accountability partners to be like, please, let's hold this money. Yeah.
You know what? I've heard 3 words that I really like. Exploration, like exploring yourself, exploring your hobbies. I've heard intentionality, being intentional with how you spend. I've also heard balance. Like at the end of the day, like moderation is key. You still have to do things in moderation. Let's jump a little bit out of that like topic now, but let's talk about working and just be like working and building as like a younger person. And we all have these dreams of retiring early. And then people are like striving in their 9-to-5 jobs, doing the most, kissing all the asses possible. You know what? I'm guilty as charged. But like, what does it look like to work smarter as opposed to like working, doing all this labor, and then you're seeing 20 years from now doesn't account for anything?
That's a very loaded question. Especially in today's day and age, because like people just want to get money to like earn money. So when it comes to working smarter, like when it comes to like building and grinding, I think so. Before I used to be like, oh, find your passion. Do the job that matches your passion. Now chase the money. That's it. Like genuinely, chase the money. And even something that I told my brother when he started to like get in school, I'm like, I like that you want to do this, but I want you to think about the lifestyle you want to live. What jobs are going to help you to earn that money to get to the lifestyle that you live? And then from there, you can then now be able to then push on like how you're grinding. Because now you're like, I'm smarter because maybe I'm earning a higher amount of money and I can save more in order to hit my goal of retirement. So I think that's one way. Passion is nice, but I think let's focus on getting that, like, what is the lifestyle that I want to live for myself? And that even goes into like, even like, how do you want to take breaks? Do you want to work like a investment banking job that you're going to be doing 12 hours a day versus like you're doing your 8 hours, 8 type of work? So it's important that you know that for working smarter. And then next thing is like to get ahead of the game is investing. Like I'm not obviously going to go into the deep, but you have to start investing early to get ahead somewhat, to be able to say, okay, at some age, 50 or whatever, I can retire and live the life I want to live.
It's interesting that we're even talking about like working smarter. I know there was a conversation on TikTok where someone was like, oh, if you got a job that paid you 150K, but then you got to work remotely, would you take it compared to like a job where they paid you twice that amount and then you have to go in person?
Yeah, I'll go in person.
What's the address? What time do I clock in? Because even though like I'm all about, at the same time, still all about like protecting your peace and doing all of that. But I think it's also a good balance where like sometimes you just need to chase the money, and like that's all that matters. Like I'm not asking you to go to the job and like give them your blood and sweat. Go to the job and do like what they've hired you for, like just that
good work.
Yeah, good work, right? But then I think even if I was to like give into the conversation of like working smarter, I would say sometimes I think for me is I've been able to identify that there are areas of my life where they don't need my best, and I just give them what is enough. That decision is up to me. I'm not going to like say, oh, I don't care about my work. I do care about my work, but there's just certain areas of my life that
I'm not trying to be.
I put more priority into than others. So I think it's nice to make that decision for yourself and understand like, oh, this area of my life isn't really what I need to spend my entire life in. And I think I see some people putting their like blood and sweat into like 9-to-5 work, and then outside of that, they really have nothing.
Yeah.
And
nowadays with 9-to-5 guys, this is not your father's company. Oh my God, like the way the layoffs are going, like they don't care about you. They don't care about you like that. Like,
yeah.
If you need to start to even like build, and that also gives the question of like thinking about how you can build outside where you can generate some sort of income to help you build that legacy or that retirement fund also. But yeah.
That is actually leading us into our next conversation. I'm a big believer in mindfulness and intentionality. I know we also spoke about it earlier. How would you, tailoring this to the money conversation now, how would you go about where your money goes? Is it something where you're putting your values into, like, are your values or hobbies being considered when you spend money? For me, for example, I'm very happy to spend money on things that make me happy. Like, I'm very happy to spend money on, like, the most ridiculously priced hair, if I have it. Like, I'm very happy to do that. But then that's just because, like, it's something that makes me happy and I just enjoy it. But just speaking to you now, and also, like, just what you think other people do, so how would you, like, what do you think happens with, like, the thought process of, oh, do I spend money on this? Do I not spend money on this?
Yeah.
Is it something about, like, values, or is it just, like, necessity?
Yeah. So I say it's definitely the two things, the necessity and value thing. So I actually do talk a lot about budgeting and teaching people how to budget. And when I do that, I talk to them about, like, figuring out what is sad spending versus happy spending.
Oh, I like that.
So kind of similar to what you're saying. And so the goal for them is that you want to prioritize putting money in the happy spending and reduce the stuff that doesn't make you happy.
Yeah. What's a sad, like, what would classify as a sad spending?
So for me, even though I still spend on it's like Uber Eats, it's a sad spend. Because half the time, I'm not happy with the food.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, after I'm like, was this worth it? The ROI wasn't worth it. However, I do know that sometimes it's necessary because I may be almost about to die. I don't have the food. So it's like, you just need to know like how to like reduce the amount there. Because there was time I did like my numbers. I was like, oh my God, I'm spending like 500 or almost 1,000 on Uber Eats. I was like,
oh my goodness.
I didn't know you got it like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, girl, you need to dial it back.
You paid for a chef.
So it's like, those type of things, you have to figure out, okay, this thing, I'm actually not happy about spending money on this. And so dial it back. Some of it may still be a necessity. So you try to look for the most affordable option as much as possible to still like keep it there, but like always dial it back and focus on putting money on the happy stuff.
Okay,
So,
I like that.
yeah.
I've actually never like thought about like happy spending and like sad spending, because I'm thinking if it's a sad spending, why am I gonna do it? I'm only like, sad spending is rent. Sad spending is my phone bill. That's sad. That's
like with your rent though. But so that's the thing now with your rent.
I have to sleep.
But then are you then like looking for the most optimal place to stay?
I'm with rent being a sad spending option. I'm looking for the best way to make it comfortable. So the best place to stay.
I don't know how that's going to solve the problem because then you're spending more. But so in that case, like that's what I'll say. So like for instance, if your phone bill is like a sad spend, like look for the cheapest option that will still get you all the things you need. Like don't be spending like $100. If you're actually spending $100 on your phone bill in today's day and is it wrong? Yeah, wrong.
I'm not spending $100 on my phone bill.
Okay.
I'm not. Sorry. I'm very quick to change my phone provider. Like,
period.
I'm like, tell us today, I'm the virgin tomorrow.
Okay.
Changing them, like,
yeah.
Anyway, let's just jump into our last interview-ish conversation now, or question now. How would you talk about your community and how they've been a part of your financial reality. So has it been a thing where they've added to your financial reality, or have they taken from your financial reality, or just even not necessarily like money wise, but just how have they contributed to your current financial reality? Or not just that question now, but how do you even think they contribute to people's reality?
Okay. So that it can either go south or it can either go well or south. So let me answer for myself then, just how other people. So for myself, thankfully, like my community, I'm talking about like my parents, my friends, my family members, those type of things, and my friends, people that surround me. My parents did a good job for me in terms of like increasing my. I don't know if that ties into the question, but helping with my financial reality. Because my parents taught me a lot about money, and also like they put me in places, positioned for me to like get the best degrees, access, sending me to Canada, all those type of things, sponsoring my education, helping me to be able to get like a good education for me to earn a high income. So that's definitely supported my reality
100%.
For sure, and made me be good. My friends are also great. All of us were similar mindset. Like we understand what we're doing with our finances. We're all like supporting each other up. So like that's not affected my own reality. That is my own reality though. Unfortunately, I find that especially with people from like first gen immigrants, a lot of their family and their community is actually taken away from their reality through black tax. And so it's a very interesting conversation. I don't know if you want to get into it. I don't know if you want to get into that, but it's a very like thing where it's like, and I always say this, I will never ever say don't support your family, your community, because those people did their best to get you to where you are. However, there has to be balance where it's like you cannot forever give that you never actually build anything, and then you're going to repeat the same cycle again with your children and the future generations. And so being able to be smart with saying, okay, I will support you or empower you to then earn an income, and then you can then do things on your own versus just like enabling your actions. Does that make sense? And then being able to balance your own saving, your own investing, and like making sure that you're also like hitting your goals to certain limits or whatnot.
Eradicate black tax.
Yes. I get it, but it's a little hard. Honestly, it's a little hard.
I guess, but it's like, don't ask me for
maybe you have not seen situations like it's a little hard, like genuinely, because like when you hear people's stories and like how their community stood up for them to like send them, like some people apart from even their family, like the entire community raised money to send them to school in the US. How dare you say you don't want to give back? Like so it's like there just has to be a balance to be like try and empower them to then like earn an income. Like don't be enabling, because that's where I find people get stuck in.
But we've been talking a lot about money and talking a lot about community and just how those two things work together. But we've been talking a lot. Now we're going to play some games. Stamp it or dead it. A take a question gets read. So you either stamp it, meaning you agree with it, or you dead it, meaning you don't agree with it. Our first question is, thriving has nothing to do with how much money you have. Do you stamp it or...
Dead it.
So you do think that thriving has a lot to do with how much money you have?
Somewhat.
She said broke people can't thrive. That's
I didn't
she said no, but I do agree. Maybe speak a little bit more on that.
I think that money is a tool, and so you need money to do certain things, genuinely speaking. Like I'm not saying you may not, because you now have money means that you 100% thrive, but like to enable your thriving, you need that money.
Yeah, that's true. Like our world is like controlled by money.
Like world is expensive, guys. People are trying to just move around. And it's like,
you know what? Even though I'm coming from like the point of view where it's like, oh, you still need to build community while making money. You still need to enjoy your life and live like a joyful life. I feel like a lot of the times people forget the reality that our world is literally controlled by how much money you have or how little you have. And unfortunately, that's what it is. And I know it's not by choice that people are maybe having less money or just little money, but it's when you're able to, it's nice to be able to make those actionable steps to take yourself out of it. Okay, our next point is, this is something we've touched on a little bit. The fear of spending money is just as much of a problem as spending too much. So do you stamp or do you debt? I know before you were giving political correct answers, but now we're not doing that. You're here.
Yeah, stamp it.
Good. So you're saying the fear of money of spending too spend of money. The fear of spending is just as bad.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
it's
Yeah,
just as bad.
yeah, because I find that sometimes, even for me, like even though I like try to present as like, oh, I'm like free and I like to do whatever, sometimes I'm still like, oh yeah, do I really need this makeup? Maybe not. Do I really need that bag? Maybe not. But then anyway, we're not going to touch much on my own decisions. Like that's my secret. Our third point is community is a financial strategy. The people around you directly affect what you spend and what you earn.
Stamp it.
Stamp it. Easy. Lifestyle inflation is the reason most people never feel financially ahead, no matter how much they earn. Do you stamp it or do you debt it?
Stamp it.
You know what? Actually, kind of, I want to be in the middle, even if I don't want a lot of people be in the middle. Because I just feel like,
I think it's the middle, but like I'd rather stamp it than debt it.
Yeah, I agree too. Yeah, just the inflation part. But I also think that at the end of the day, you just need to make more money, right? You just need access to more money. Like, realistically speaking, like how inflated can your life be?
Oh, people be inflating.
No, 100%, but 100%. But I'm saying like, there's people that have that money, right? So maybe I'm going out of like the point here, but I will agree with you saying like, stamp it. Being intentional about where your money goes is more powerful than earning more.
Ooh, that's a good one. I would stamp it.
Really?
Yes, because there's two sides to this. Yes, it's great. Like it's great to earn more money always, but then if your financial habits are screwed, you will never get ahead, unfortunately. So it's like even with the little that you have, if you're able to be intentional about how you're spending it, you could be higher than a lot of people. And I'm saying this because like, so there's this book I read. So,
she reads book, guys. She reads books.
The Millionaire Next Door, and it's talking about. So the Millionaire Next Door is talking about, and it's facts like data, everything. He's talking about people following people that live the simple mundane lives, like people that are doing the regular jobs, even like blue collar jobs. Now blue collar jobs are millionaires though, but like but like back in the days when like blue collar jobs were not like as whatever as it is right now. So like people that are living the simple lives, they were able to build a wealthy portfolio of multiple dollar figures versus people that were playing like basketball games that were earning like $1 million in a year. Those people, maybe at the most, the max they ever earn in a year is 100K. But because they were so intentional about how they were spending it, investing and all of those things, they're still able to build a really good portfolio versus someone that lives on a $1 million a year thing. So it's like, I think like still being good with your money in the long run gets you ahead.
Just like a side note, I was watching a TikTok. Sometimes I like to say I was reading something and I remember, guy, you were scrolling on TikTok. But anyway, I was watching a TikTok and it was about like how basketballers kind of lose their money after like playing for a period of time, but then I guess they go broke. But then it's also interesting to find that if you're earning that much and then you know that there's a time in life where you wouldn't be earning this much, you'd expect that you're spending or saving money or spending wisely. Oh yeah, I remember, I think it was because they saw a basketballer on a commercial flight and then people were like, what is he doing there? And then there's people in the comments saying, well, he's being like smart. Right? Because apparently they have like, because like all the injuries they have on their body, they have like all this like medical bills that come up later in life and just like shit they have to pay for. But anyway, I digress. Once again. Our next point, people who are rich in relationships are wealthier than people who are rich in money and poor in everything else. So it's like, if you have like more money, you're no better than the people that have like better relationships with like their family and their loved ones.
I'll say daddies. But then, well, like, don't want to.
Please, we're dead because it's like, let me have the money first and I will know. I will know where I stand, okay?
No, but like, there's two sides to this.
I know people want to say like, would you rather cry in the bed or be happy in the Honda?
Maybe if it's a Honda that I'm working with, I don't mind a Honda. I'm thinking about like getting Benz.
Okay, yeah, even that, like, would you rather cry? Like, I guess that's the conversation. But personally, I've never seen money that has made me unhappy. That's right.
I heard when people say, "Oh, money doesn't make you happy." It does make you happy.
Money makes, bro. I'm not joking. Like, when I have money to spend, joy in my heart, joy in my soul. Like, you can't even piss me off. Like, there's no way you can annoy me. Anyway, our next point, you do not need permission to spend money on things that make your life feel worth living.
Yeah, stamp it.
Stamp it as well, yeah. Our last point here is the hustle culture narrative has convinced an entire generation to sacrifice their well-being for a version of success that keeps changing.
Yeah.
Stamp it. Yeah. It's interesting, like, to even see the point of, like, keeps changing. It's like you're striving and, like, doing all this work to get to a goalpost that's always moving. Like, today you need to buy a house. Tomorrow you need to do this. Bro, just do you, okay?
Yeah.
Anywho, that ends this segment, guys. We're going to go into our next segment. And this segment, we're going to do something a little differently. We're going to be playing some card games.
Okay.
We want to learn a little bit more about Remy. So we're going to play. We're getting into her...
My numbers.
Yeah, her closet. No, oh my gosh, no, I'm not telling you guys that. We don't have to tell them that. Don't give them that. No, we're just going to touch a little bit more. So it's a conversation and chill game. So we're just going to be playing a little card game, just learning about, like, just you personally and just, yeah. The first question I have here is, what is one thing, and if you wish, you can also link it around, like, money and just community. What's one thing you're learning to let go of? That's a long thought.
I think, like, to be 100 in all the areas of my life, like, I feel like I can't carry it. Like, it's too much.
Yeah.
Like, I'm starting to find that it's fine to do, like, almost like
Enough.
And also because, like, I almost kind of like, also, like, the way you allocate your portfolio, the way you can do, like, 20% here.
Portfolio. Guys, we're using big words here.
Like, give 10%, 20%,
100%.
Like, 80% here, 30% here. Like, it can't be 100 every single
Similar
time.
to what we were talking about earlier, where it's like, even with your 9 to 5, you can make that decision for yourself if this is something you want to give more of your time and energy into. So yeah, I think for me, my answer would be control. And it's not just like, oh, I'm a control freak, but I just like to know what's happening next. Like, I want to know what's happening tomorrow. I want to know what's happening with my life. I want to know what's happening with everything. But I'm learning that all the control I've had hasn't really done much. So I'm trying to just, like, allow and just let things happen.
Yeah.
My next question is, what does freedom look and feel like when you picture your ideal life?
I like that. So I like to call it, like, my rich life. That's what Ramit calls it. But anyways, my rich life, my future. So I'll say definitely, I want to retire early. Like, I'm talking my 40s. Like, I want to be out of a 9 to 5 rut or artist.
That's reasonable, yeah.
And I think I definitely want to do stuff that's more impactful. I think, like, with me talking about money, like, when I started, like, I knew that, okay, yeah, this is something that there's a need for, but just, like, kind of seeing the impact day to day. I was like, oh my God, I want to do more. I want to put more time to this. Definitely want to bring it into the schools. Like, I think I figured out is my mission.
Remy is a professor.
So I'm trying to think about, like, the pathway to getting, guys, if you guys have links, but, like, basically that's my goal, like, trying to get into, because there's this famous thing we always say, we're not taught about money in school. Then I'm like, okay, then let's start to change in schools.
Yeah.
So, like, if I'm going to kind of bring that into schools, that's kind of something I want to get into. And then just being able to live on my own terms, I'd be able to support my family. I don't want to have to, like, be rationing money where it's like, oh, if my parents need this, my siblings need this, be able to give even community of people that need help from me. So
yeah, and that's what freedom looks like for you. Yeah. Our next card game is, well, not card game, just a question. What are you most grateful for right now?
I'm grateful for where I am, for life, for my parents, like, my family is all here.
Yeah.
Like, and my friends and my community. I'm just grateful for where I am. Like, I a lot of times I tend to skip past and look for the next goal.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to be more present.
I like that.
Yeah.
So I like that in this, like, episode we're talking on, like, mindfulness and just, like, being present in the now and just enjoying what you have now. Obviously wanting more and, like, wanting to be better, wanting to be more stable, but wherever you are right now is enough and you
Enough.
can enjoy and still, because really and truly, I also think about time, like maybe this is me trying to validate myself or try to console myself, but I'm just like, when you have like all this like money and time and like all the things you want, you also wouldn't have a lot of the things I have now, right? So it's like, and I really like a lot of what I have now, so I want to enjoy it, like until it comes, because it's gonna come. Okay, our next question. I feel like I know the answer to this. If you could gift everyone one book that changed your perspective, what would it be?
When it comes to money,
Yeah.
actually, Psychology of Money.
Oh.
Yeah, I think the Psychology of Money is a good balance between the mindset piece and the what you need to do action piece. Because when we're talking about money, yes, it's very, very action safe, but like it gives you more of a like breakdown why you need to be doing this, why it makes sense for you to be doing this. So I'll say the Psychology of Money is my best book for that targets the mindset piece as to why you want to be doing this, why it makes sense, and then the action piece.
Yeah, maybe that'll be my first non-fiction book.
I think you should. I think everyone should.
Because I don't do non-fiction, guys.
No, you should definitely read this one.
Okay. All right, we're going to keep that down.
Yeah.
And if you had a chance to sit with, this is a bit of a serious question. I'm actually going to skip it unless you want to.
What was it?
If you had a chance to sit with your ancestors, what would you ask them?
My forefathers. They should have made me a Nepo baby. You know.
Yeah.
That's it.
I agree. You know what? For me, I don't really think in the context of like ancestors. I know my friend was asking me the other day, saying like, "What type of legacy do you want to leave behind?" And I'm just
But
like,
girl, you want to live a legacy too.
"But I'm dead."
I get it. That's the point. Like, if for instance my ancestors kept the legacy and I'm a Nepo baby, I'll forever remember them.
But they're dead.
But I'll forever remember them because
But that's you remembering them. Like, what's that doing for them?
they don't need to know.
Exactly my point. So it's like, what am I getting if I'm leaving a legacy?
Remembrance of your forever and never. Like that's like they remember what's this one? I forget their names.
I feel like if I'm to leave any legacy, it wouldn't be that I'm intentionally planning to leave a legacy. Is that I have lived a life of like experiencing love and giving love to people. That's fine for me. Like, I don't want nobody thinking about me like putting a statue up there. Don't do none of that.
But like, they don't need to put a statue out there, but they know that, oh wow, this person really fought for us.
I guess. Like, I was having a conversation with my friend, and I kept just thinking, okay, but anyway.
No, but then after like 1 or 2 generations, genuinely, like you're gone.
Yeah, like what really is a legacy anyway? Finish the sentence. My spirit feels most alive when...
Yeah, and let's be such a Nigerian. I say, and when I'm in the house of the Lord.
I feel like that's what my mom would say. That's literally what she say.
Okay. My spirit feels that's a good answer, genuinely.
I can give my answer.
Yeah,
my
give your
spirit
answer.
feels most alive when I'm hanging out with my siblings and my friends.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Like there's so many variations of that answer for me. Like I can't just give one.
Okay.
Okay, let me start. When I'm in the house of the Lord.
Hallelujah.
When I'm with my parents and my siblings.
Hallelujah.
When I'm with my friends. And we're
Hallelujah.
hanging out. When I'm traveling.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Not like the other ones aren't good. But
Yeah, that's a good one. And also when I'm like teaching people about money. I actually find it brings me a lot of joy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really nice to hear, actually. I think maybe something I've never even like asked you about, even outside of this conversation, is if you like it's one thing to like, oh, I know about money and I'm able to teach people about money, but do you actually enjoy it?
Yeah, I do.
That's really lovely to hear. Yeah, that brings us to our last card game, and it's interesting that our last card game is saying, what kind of legacy do you want to leave behind?
Oh my God, we're going to just be Nepo babies.
Yeah, I
feel like, but then really just like, at the end of the day, there's too much money. Like, I know we're talking about money, but like, just like, let people know that there is more to money. Like, in as much as I talk about money, like, live your best life. Like
experience life.
Explore, like, do things, try new things. Like, you don't want to live your life and leave empty at the end of the day. Yeah, so I feel like that's the type of legacy. Like, let them know that I did everything I wanted to do.
I like that, yeah. So you even for yourself, like I think if I'm to think of legacy as something that's important, it's not necessarily for people to see, but it's for myself saying when I'm dying, oh my God, this is so like, when they're dying. Like they want to be able to like say, okay, I'm actually fine.
Yeah, I'm
You know
fine.
how people make a joke where it's like if they've experienced something good, they're like, oh, I can die now.
No, yeah.
So they want to be able to like have that moment before like the end where it's like, okay, I'm good.
I'm good. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm not have any regrets.
Thank you for sharing that with us, Remy. We're going to jump into another segment, and it's called Broke Decisions Bingo. We're going to be exploring some questionable choices that some of us have made, and then we're just going to...
Some of us.
No, this is a safe zone, guys.
Yeah,
Okay?
okay.
No judgment, okay? Are you ready?
Yeah, I am.
Raise your hands if you've made a bad financial decision in the last 30 days. Can it go higher?
I'm like,
Okay, in the last 3 months. Ever.
I have made.
Something has to give. Okay, I'm going to be reading out a list of some financial choices that are questionable, and we're just going to see who relates to them.
More.
And if you also want to play with us,
Join us.
join us. The first one we have here is bought something expensive and told yourself it was an investment.
I don't know whether this counts.
What?
My DJI, I don't use it.
It counts like mad.
Like, I took this thing on vacation for
like
12 days. I didn't switch that thing on. I'm like, girl.
I can tell you it counts.
And I've been thinking, like, why did I buy this thing? I need to get back to using it. I think it will still be useful, but at this point, I'm not really sure.
Told someone you were saving when you were not absolutely saving.
I always save, actually. Like, even if it's like $10. So that's the thing. I always absolve myself of this thing by even saving $10. Like, I don't care. Even if it's tight, I'll save that $10. So if you ask me, I'll say I saved.
Okay, I like that. Bought something full price the day before it went on sale.
Well, I've definitely done that.
That pisses me off so much.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
one thing about me, I'm gonna buy it again
And then return it. Okay,
'cause,
yeah.
Yeah. But financially, what's
Literate.
the word? Literate. Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not joking. Like I've literally like one time gotten stuck with like 2 types of like the same jacket because I did that. But I'm sorry, I've actually never been a victim of a return policy because I'm gonna wear my shoes and we're gonna go and talk to your manager.
Period.
Anyway, treated yourself after a stressful week as a coping mechanism.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, we actually need to.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even consider that like a poor like choice. It's necessary.
Unless it's every single time.
But then what if like every day is stressful? Brings us to the end of the episode, guys. Oh my god, I actually had like so much fun.
Same.
I hope you guys had fun.
Yeah.
Rumi, is there anything you want to like share with them before you go? Where can they find you?
Okay. What I like to share is that remember that money is a tool. Yes, money is important, but like it's just to enable you live the life that you want to live. And then you can find me on Instagram at Aderimike Lala. On TikTok, Wealth Savvy Genz. There's a lot of scammers, but I don't scam. So don't fall for that. And then my blog, wealthsavvygenz.com. But yeah, that's it.
And of course, you can find WYD on all social media platforms. We're on Instagram and TikTok, and it's WYD_Talkshow. And of course, on YouTube as well. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. See you later.